refereed a soccer game this morning, semifinal of a tournament, and the coach, for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, I tried to see how long he went without saying anything to somebody on his team. And through the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game, the longest he went without saying something was 20 seconds. So almost constant comments, feedback, instructions, criticism, positive reinforcement, throughout. It's as if he had no filter, and every thought coming into his head, he said out loud to his team. And it's not that his feedback or instruction was wrong. He actually did give some feedback that was appropriate and that was informational and probably helped his players. He did give some positive reinforcement to his players. There's some criticism and some kind of poor choice of words along with it, but to me the biggest thing was just it was constant, and I just don't know that players can play and especially develop. This was an under 13 game. I don't know that players can really develop when a coach is, as some people call it, the joystick coaching or the PlayStation coaching on the side, trying to control every move or every behavior or every action of the players, rather than allowing them to play and interjecting, every so often when it's important. And so I see this more and more with coaches, and I think it's a product of the environment or the culture today that we're scared to allow players just to play or players just to make a mistake and then try to learn from it, and instead we're trying to prevent those mistakes, and so we're constantly telling them what to do. You go to a soccer game and you see all the parents hovering around the field giving instructions. You go to a basketball game and there's players are at timeouts, players are going to their dad on the sideline instead of to their coach, and their dad's coaching them from one sideline and their coach is coaching them from the other sideline, and the whole game it's just noise. It's hard for players to learn and develop in that environment. So while feedback is important to a player's development and learning, especially in a game, we have to give the players a chance to play, give the players a chance to play through mistakes. That's the way they can learn. When the coach is, the joystick or the PlayStation coaching, it's tough for the player to take responsibility for their own learning because they're constantly getting the information from their coaches instead of from taking it in from what they see in the environment in front of them. So give the players a chance to play. It's one game of many. One simple mistake isn't going to determine the outcome in the game, or the player's career. So, let them play, interject when necessary, but the constant flow of information from a coach simply distracts the players from performing at their best.